In this video, we're going to go over how to multiply, divide with negatives, and add and subtract with negatives. Now, multiplication and division are nice because you just need to remember this rule. If both numbers have the same sign, in other words, they're both positive or both negative, the final answer is positive. So for that first one and the last one, that's where we get positive 6. But if they have opposite signs, like this one and this one, that's where we get the negatives there. What's super nice is it's the exact same rule for division as well. So once again, the top one's positive, that bottom one's positive, but the middle two, where you only have one negative, that's where you get your negative answers. Now, why is that? Well, let's look at this first example. Let's say two people, they give you $3 each. So we just made $6. The next situation, we still have two people, but this time we owe them since it's a negative. So therefore we owe $6 total. Makes sense so far. Okay, the next one's a little weird because two people were going to give us $3, but we can't find them. When the people are negative, it just means, they disapparated, black hole. But either way, we're not getting our $6, so we're down 6. And then that last one, well, again, we've got two people, but this time we were going to pay them $3. But again, we can't find them, so now we get to keep it. So that's one way I like to interpret those ones with money. Now, what if you have a couple negatives? Well, you can just count them up, 1, 2, 3. And in this case, with multiplication or division, if you have an odd number of them, the final answer is negative. We had 1, 2, 3. That's an odd number. Therefore, final answer, negative. And then you could just do 1 times 2, 2, times 3, 6, times 2, 12, times 1, still keeps it 12, but negative. If we tossed in one more negative there, it would bump it up to 4 negatives. That'd be even. That would make it positive 12. Okay, so those ones not too bad, but let's look at the addition and subtraction. Let's say you start with 4 minus 6. Well, with addition or subtraction, the first number is always where you start on a number line. So we'll go ahead and start at 4. Then the second number is where you move. If it's negative, we're going to move to the left, 6. And wherever you end up, that's your final answer. So in this case, we wind up at negative 2, and that's it. Let's look at another one here. Okay, negative 3 plus 7. Start at the first number, start at negative 3, but move positive 7 to the right. We end up at 4, so final answer, 4. Okay, this one can be a bit tricky, so let's break this down. What if you have two negatives back to back? Well, imagine you're at the beach and you dig a hole. It's 2 feet deep. You could call that negative 2. But what if you were to then put another negative in front? One way to use a negative is to take away. So in other words, we're trying to take away this hole. What's the only way to take away this hole? Well, we'd have to add and fill it. So that's why two negatives back to back turn into a plus. So that's what we'll do here. Minus minus, go ahead and turn it into a plus. We'll jump over to the number line, start at negative 1, to the right 2. We end up at positive 1, and that's our answer. So that's it for that guy. And then one final situation. What if you have a plus and a minus right next to each other? Well, that's actually just the same thing as a minus. Then you could use the number line, and you're good. Okay, I hope this gives you a lot more confidence with negatives, positives, and combining them. Let me know what issues you run into. You got these. We'll see you in the next video. Toodles.